I don't feel in love now. I like Karen. Karen's awesome. Karen's dope. I fucks with Karen. But do I want to get overly attached in the wrong ways? Like, I don't think so. Dating with bipolar disorder, I've been talking to y'all about my dating life, which I never thought I would be talking to y'all about, or I never thought I'd be talking about online. So I have been like super anxious around the whole idea about like talking about it, just because like I mean, I put so much personal stuff on like YouTube already. This just is a different type of personal because like I don't know, it feels different. So, but I've come to the conclusion that, you know, in order for me to be like completely open and honest about, you know, what's going on in my mind and what's going on in my head, and really like my behavior and just my mood and everything, I have to be open and honest in these videos. Last time, I believe I was telling y'all about somebody who I was dating, and let's just call her Karen. So I was dating Karen. You know, when I say dating, I just mean like I was going on dates. We're not, you know, official. None of that has like they're not there yet. I met her last month, and you know, we went on our first date. That was really great. And then we went on a second date the day afterwards, and like the exact day, like we hung out like back to back, maybe 3 times, maybe twice. I don't know. I just know that things moved really fast. And what I mean by that is that Karen was, you know, sleeping over, you know, over my place, you know, for like a week. We were eating, you know, out a lot, going out. Karen had a birthday that, you know, I took her out for, and it was like this huge thing, a really super nice birthday. Dinner, like the dinner itself was super, super nice, super expensive. Me and Karen have like what you would think that Karen and I have been together for a while, and that like we're together. And recently I've just been thinking that like, hey, you know, personally, I have not been in a relationship like in a while, or have not been dating in a while, because I didn't know how to be in one. I was wrapped up in my own stuff, you know, I was going through manic and depressive phases. I was not stable. I like didn't know what I wanted, and the other half of that is that like I wanted to be with somebody to make me happy, and not like be happy on my own. I wanted to be with someone to sort of help push me out of like that depressive episode. That's like not healthy. That's how toxic relationships start. Like let's not do that. When all of this was going on, I started realizing like, hey, don't do what you normally do. Get excited about being like, you know, with someone or being close to someone, and just go like full steam ahead without thinking about anything at all. Like, you know, it doesn't matter like if you see red flags, or if you see like you ignore your feelings. You basically just jump in because it's kind of like something that you kind of want, and it sounds great. Like me going on dates, having someone sleep over, and like, you know, nice dinners, and like being with someone, that all sounds great, but like, is it with the right person? Let's back up just a little bit. Remember when I said when I first met Karen, we went on like 1 or 2, maybe 3 dates, but then Karen went on a vacation for like a week and a half, or like maybe a little bit less than a week. I think it was like 6 days or 7 days. She was gone for like a week, exactly a week, I think. So that was a week of us, you know, communicating through FaceTime and like through text, which is fine. I'm fine with that. It's the week that she got back. So the week that she got back, that, you know, things escalated like really, really fast. We had been talking, you know, on the phone, so we got to know each other, you know, a lot better, but we still like I still had only met Karen for 2 days, and for her to be spending the night every single day. Oh, I met her parents, our third date. I think this was our third date. Our third date was, you know, I like sat down and met her parents, had dinner with them, all of that, and then like it's just like it's all these things, and then I started to realize, like, I don't really know you. It's like, and that's what sort of has pushed me back, which I feel terrible about, because I think that I think we were very clear with each other that like, you know, like, oh, we care for each other. We want this to work out. We want this to be something that like, you know, maybe could be a thing. And we had been saying that since like the second day. And in my mind, like, I'm just thinking, that doesn't sound like, yeah, sometimes people do know, like, love at first sight. Sometimes people do have those things. I don't feel in love now. I like Karen. Karen's awesome. Karen's dope. I fucks with Karen. But do I want to get overly attached in the wrong ways? Like, I don't think so. So that's essentially like what I'm looking at, and it's been super annoying because like half of me is like, this is really awesome, I want this, this is really great, but then half of me is also like, hey, take things slow, take a step back, like, evaluate the situation, like, stop jumping in to something else. And I think it's because I have this weird feeling that like, if I don't get somebody, anybody, no matter who it is, like, if I lose Karen for whatever reason because I can't figure this stuff out, then I'll be alone. And like, I'll be alone, not in the sense that like I'll never get married. It's like more so like I'll be alone like in life. Like, I'll have no, like, I don't know why I have, like, it's like that's like my lifeline, and that's sort of what my mind is going to. And I'm sort of like thinking like, I don't know, it's scary because it's like, okay, now I have to go find somebody else. If me and Karen don't work out, I have to go dating again, which I have. I have gone on other dates. And it's just like, not that like I'm measuring time, like, oh, after, 2 months of dating or going on dates, you can officially like, be together as like boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm not saying that like there's a official time or like a correct time. There's like a socially acceptable time. But like, I'm not necessarily saying that because like, I mean, I've jumped into relationships with people who I've like turned out I did love them. I've only loved 3 people in my life, at least that's what I think so far. And like, I kind of knew. I was like, yes, like, let's be together. Let's date. And that didn't work out. But like, I don't feel that way now. We're moving into a place where like later on I will have to be like the heartbreaking one, which is like not something I want to do. So like, I want to make it clear about what I want, but like, I don't know how to make it clear to that person what I want, when essentially what I'm saying is like, hey, I don't want to get too attached, but like, I do want to get attached. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, and it doesn't to me either, which is why I'm like, blah. So because things have gotten like, quote unquote, more serious really, really fast, as in like, it's been basically, I think this week makes it like exactly a month. And within that month, like, I've only seen like, because me and Karen have been on vacations. Like, I was on vacation, she was on vacation. So like, within that month, we've been together maybe 2 full weeks. So 14 days. 14 days, I feel like is not enough time to get to know somebody. And I feel like it's like not enough time to put pressure. Like, there's like, we don't know each other that well. That's basically what it is. I hate to jump into something not really knowing you. And that's the reason, like, I have anxiety about that. And I also don't want to do that because like, I want to be with somebody in a relationship, but like, that's the smart thing to do. So like, I think that's where I'm at right now. I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all, but really just struggling about like the right thing versus like the wrong thing, plus like anxiety is there. Plus, on addition to all of this, is like wondering like why Karen's okay with this. Like, because is Karen thinking the same thing? And should I be concerned that Karen is not concerned that we've only really, been together officially in time for 2 weeks? The dinner with the parents thing. That, like, I don't know. My serious relationships have been with girls that I already knew. So, like, I've already been friends with them, and then we've started dating after that. I've never really had a serious relationship. Like, I just have not known that girl up front. Like, so this is, like, I don't know this girl. I didn't know this girl I didn't know this girl last, like, 2 months ago. I had no idea who she was. So for the third time that, like, we ever see each other, be to meet, like, your parents at, like, a dinner, at, like, a formal setting, and like sitting down at dinner, does that sound weird to y'all? Or is that just like me? That's like, I feel like, shouldn't she be weirded out by that a little bit? Sleeping over at like my place, which I suggested. I thought it would be cool. For like almost, like, not the entire week, but almost like, 3 to 4 days out of the week. Like, and that's like just like the 4th time that, like, we kind of met. That's a little weird too. Like, why is she doing that? Like, or am I just making that weird? And I think we did have a brief conversation about like, is this too fast? And I'm pretty sure I was like, no, it's not too fast. I think it's good. I have a lot of anxiety over this whole thing, as y'all can see. I don't know what's going to happen with Karen. I've gone on a few other dates with another person who I also really like. Do I like them more than Karen? I don't know, because honestly, I don't know either of them that well. Which is why you go on dates to explore, right? Or no, I don't know. Yeah, so that's what that is. I'm rambling now, and this video is probably like already really long. So I will hit y'all back with, you know, updates on what's happening. Let me know if y'all have struggled with moving too fast or not moving too fast, or like, you know, having anxiety about moving too fast, or like not wanting to get connected with that person too quickly, like all of those things. Leave a comment that's ever happened to you. You have suggestions. If you liked this video, please like, and remember to subscribe, because that's awesome. Get to see more videos and I get to know what y'all like. All right, hit y'all back with another one. Peace.